Um, I waited a few days to respond to this because I really didn't take it seriously. And I was 99.999% sure that this was some kind of prank or promotional gimmick, but sadly, this appears to be legitimate. Konami, who I've been talking about lately in my last long rant about the cancellation of Silent Hills and just in general what Konami's been doing lately and taking off a lot of the fans and making some very questionable business decisions. They're making decisions that are not only upsetting fans, but really to when you even from a non-gamer standpoint, looking at what they're doing is not very good business for them. Sometimes companies make moves that, may tick off fans, but it's a good, solid business decision. But what they're doing currently is they're not pleasing anyone. They're not pleasing their fans, and they're certainly not pleasing their investors. And there's been quite a bit of backlash as of late. But with the cancellation of Silent Hills, like I told you earlier, and the new Metal Gear Solid game is coming out, and its series creator is parting ways with the company, and Konami is taking his name off of everything when his name was like right at the forefront of anything because he's an icon in the business. But in the midst of all this, something was announced: the Metal Gear Solid, the 1984 collection. Now, what is the 1984 collection? Well, fans were pretty sure it was going to be some kind of compilation or anthology of previous games that was going to be coming out. It is not. And here's where things get really, really weird. To the point, you're going to understand in a minute why it took me so long to talk about this. The 1984 collection is a series of Metal Gear Solid inspired clothing with an 1984 retro vibe to it. I am not making this up. I'm showing you the pictures right here. These are actual pictures Konami has put out for this. And for a few days there, I was, like I said, I did not believe this was true. I thought this was some kind of, little gag they were pulling on fans. No, they're going ahead with this, guys. They're going ahead with this. First things first, when it comes to business decisions, why exactly are you getting into doing apparel, Konami? You're known for, video games and software, and you're known for, arcade machines, pachinko machines, which is one of the areas that one of the only areas that your company is actually turning a profit in these days. You've also, shown interest to going into the mobile market, which everyone agrees is not a good decision on your part. And now you're going into apparel. That is not a very smart business move. Who exactly is the audience? Or who wants this? I mean, first of all, what the hell? Why are you doing Metal Gear Solid? A Metal Gear Solid clothing line. Okay, that, I could kind of spin that. Metal Gear Solid clothing line. Okay, so it's going to be like, cool, like military style wear. It's kind of fashionable. No. This is varsity jackets. And, what is this? I'm showing you the pictures here, and what does this have to do with Metal Gear Solid? This is so freaking ridiculous. And I'm only vaguely familiar with the series. I haven't played that much of the games past the original PlayStation. I'll admit to that. Okay, I haven't played them for the last few years. From what I've heard from other game reviewers, things have not been going well in the series as of late, and people are not entirely pleased with some of the directions the series has taken, and especially with the series creator leaving Konami, fans are pretty ticked off, and I don't think your fans are gonna like this, guys. Um, this no. I mean, if you told me like Grand Theft Auto was gonna do a line of clothing and it was gonna be 1980s themed, that completely makes freaking sense. They did Vice City for crying out loud, and you know what? The audience for Grand Theft Auto is a lot broader. It's more of a household name. I'm not putting down Metal Gear Solid. I know that's a huge series, but I think Grand Theft Auto has more of a. It's more well known to people, and I could definitely see, the guys at Rockstar doing something like that, coming up with a clothing line based on one of their games. But Metal Gear Solid, Konami, what? No, no. This is just ridiculous. I want you to take a look at this. And first of all, it's not even all that 80s themed. Like there's this picture of this one girl who's got like, the t-shirt with a really wide neck, but that's like the only one that really screams 80s to me. And I think that's mostly just because of the font that's right next to her, not because of what she's wearing. Um, let's have a look at the prices for this stuff real quick. Hold on, I'm looking this up. Now this is I'm gonna have to adjust real quick because it's all in pounds, UK pounds. But on average, these T-shirts are gonna be for men's are gonna be about $30, according to this website. American. You're freaking kidding me, right? I wow, $30 for a T-shirt. First of all, I can go to my local Kohl's or Target and get a Call of Duty Black Ops 3 or Ghosts or whatever t-shirt for about $10 or less. And yeah, that's a lot bigger of a franchise. Once again, more well known of a franchise. I apologize to the Metal Gear Solid fans out there. Sorry. And pretty much any other game franchise has t-shirts. They're about $10, $15 maybe. $30 for a t-shirt, and it's not even, the name of the game or anything. It's, the logo off of, something from the game. I am, not getting this at all, guys. And another thing they have here, I thought was kind of amusing. I'm not sure, and this is why I thought this was completely fake at first. One of the things they are selling is a cardboard box, boombox. Yep. And that's why I kind of thought this was all fake, because okay, cardboard box like, from the Metal Gear Solid back on PlayStation 1. Yeah, okay, this has got to be a joke. They're not doing this. No, they're doing this. You can buy this thing. Look at this thing. This thing is 80 pounds UK price. $79.99 in pounds. What's that American? Folks, that's about $120 for this. $120 for this that you're looking at right now. I'm fairly sure the iPod you see in there is not included with that. I am not going to, dignify this with looking it up to see if it actually does come with an iPod. You know what? I wouldn't, if you could give me one of those things, I would just throw the thing out, and I could kind of use an iPod right about now. Oh my lord, this is stupid. Konami. Why are you trolling us? I mean, seriously, is that what you're doing? Are you trolling us? Did we do something to offend you, to upset you? Why are you doing this? This is just not... Oh, this is so dumb. I'm sorry. It just doesn't make sense to me. Please tell me what you guys think. I'm still holding out a little bit of hope that this is just some kind of really elaborate prank. But all of the mainstream game press, none of them are covering the backlash from this. Like, because there's backlash all over Twitter. People are mad. I mean, just insanely angry. I mean, you see how insanely angry people get when, they just make a little change to one of the weapons in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 or something. The outrage over this, especially after, people thought they were getting some kind of cool game anthology or something like that with the release of the new Metal Gear Solid. And it turns out, no, you're getting a clothing line that, are you going to wear this outside the house? Like, seriously, if I saw this guy right here, I would go up to him and I said, "You left the house looking like that. Please tell me someone dresses you and this wasn't your choice. Okay, you look like a douchebag. Okay, dude, it's not just the beard, which, ironic hipstering all over the place right there, man. But yeah, you left the house looking like this." And this is coming from a guy who 90% of my shirts don't have sleeves on them. That's not an exaggeration, folks. I have very little class. But even I'm too classy for this shit. But, the inmates are running the asylum over economy. It's just completely insane. In between this and, they've talked about how they want to go more into making things for the mobile market, which is just, that's just insane, guys. There's too many indies out there. There are too many indies out there who are doing better stuff than you guys are. I mean, you have the licenses, but you're not doing anything with your licenses, are you? You're not doing crap. You put your guy who was doing some of the best Castlevania games in the history of the franchise, and you put him on developing mobile dating apps and crap like that. Dating simulators, I think is what you had him working on until he got so disgusted he left. What are you doing, man? You're breaking my heart here. I freaking love Castlevania. It ticks me off that we might never see another one the way you guys are running your company. Like the latest one for like the 3DS, I freaking love. I'm gonna do a review of that very soon, people. Don't worry about that. But I love the new game. You need to make more games like this, especially for the 3DS. Because for crying out loud, you can. Castlevania is meant to be a 2D side scroller, and you can still do that on a 3DS or whatever new system portable system Nintendo comes out with. I don't really see these kind of games work that like Castlevania working on a mobile, unless you had like one of those game controls that you attach to your mobile. Which if you're gonna go through that much trouble, you might as well just get the damn Game Boy. Sorry, DS. But for crying out loud, guys, oh, like all you Metal Gear Solid fans out there, I sympathize, man. I really do, because I know how much I love Castlevania, how much I love Silent Hill, and how much I was looking forward to the new Silent Hill game. Like I was like really seriously like I was gonna get a PS4 if that didn't, because I knew that was not gonna come over to PC. I was willing to put down that kind of money in an investment because that game looked that damn good, and a lot of people were gonna do that. I mean, I talked about in my last video how so many people were talking about that game, and people who are not gamers were showing an interest in gaming because of how cool that thing looked and how unique and original. You had Guillermo del Toro, you had the maker of the Metal Gear Solid franchise, and you had Norman frickin' Reedus, who everyone loves. You couldn't keep that together. You didn't think that was a sound business decision to go through with that project, even though like the day you'd cancel it, you said that you were committed to making more Silent Hill games in the future. Why are you committed to making more Silent Hill games in the future if you're not going to finish the one that you're in the middle of working on right this second? And on top of all that, this, which, uh, are you as outraged as I am? If you are, please say something, because the mainstream gaming press is just, they're dropping the ball on this one. Like, I've only seen like one big gaming site that is actually regarding the fact that fans are ticked off by this and that this is completely idiotic. Like all the other big mainstream game sites, they are just, oh, this is so cool, this is so neat and original, and oh my god. The kissing up that you see in this industry, I swear to God. I mean, I love you, Konami, but you're making a bad choice here. Anyway, thank you for hearing this very disheartening rant. Hopefully, I'll have something else posted today that's a little more uplifting. Thank you for listening to my ramblings.
Stronger. You see? You see? Your stupid minds. Stupid. Stupid. That's all I'm taking from you. Get back here, you jerk!